Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's Batman Beyond episode is the Eggbaby, which I completely forgot about this episode. Like I said, I've seen this whole series before, um, and it just like made me wonder. I'm like, what the hell is an egg baby? Like, if I see a chicken egg, I'm not gonna be like, oh, look at that little egg baby. I'll be like, look at that egg, or look at that chick, or I won't be like, look at that egg baby because I don't know, it just sounds weird. Um, but in fact, it is an egg baby. It's an egg, but it's got a face and it's got like a little personality, and it's for not home ec, like family values or something. It's kind of the typical, hey, here's a sack of flour with a little face on it, pretend it's a kid, bring it back in a week, that kind of thing. So it starts off with a mother and her two sons. They're stealing from this like really rich house, and all she's after is just a single ring. Like, they break into the safe and she gets the ring. And the sons are like, well, one son, he's like the big brutish stupid one, and the other's like the smart nerdy one who's like kind of underappreciated. So the nerdy one, he's like, hey mom, what about this? Like, we're sitting on a fortune here, don't we want more than just the ruby? And the mom's like, no, not at all, we're just here for this, don't question what I say. And that's the end of that. So, um, flash forward, it's been reported the next day. Her name is Mom Mayhem, and she she was a criminal a few years ago, and then she got caught. And during that time, her and her husband stole a set of rubies. So now Bruce deduces that she's probably on a warpath to get the remaining set back, because after she stole it and was caught, it was all returned back to previous owners and what have you. So now she's like, nah, that's mine. I want it. So then fast forward even more. Terry, he's in this home ec class. I'm just gonna call it home ec. I don't know what else it would be called. Well, it's not home ec because I think home ec is also referred to as cooking. Um, it's essentially like, I'll just say family values. There we go. So Terry, he's like failing that class, which no surprise, he's failing like every single class. He's up all night being fucking Batman. And this teacher, who, absolute shit teacher by the way, she's like, oh yeah, class, this assignment's really important, and then like dead set looking at Terry, because it's counts as half of your grade, and if you fail it, like, you're done. And this is gonna be really bad for the ones that are failing this class. Hinty hint, fuck you, Terry. I'm just like, damn, lady, could you make it like a little bit subtle? So she randomly divides the class into groups. Howie and Dana get together. You know, Howie, the guy that from the episode Terry's friend dates a robot. Him, and Max and Nelson, they get together, and then um, Terry's paired up with Blade, and Blade is, man, she's a piece of shit in this episode. I mean, she does nothing but be just an ungrateful bitch, and just like leaves Terry to do the whole job by himself. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Like, I'm actually glad Terry's with Dana, because like at least he's not with Blade, I will say. Also, really missed opportunity to have Dana and Max together, but the episode wouldn't work as well without it, so I get why they did that. But also, fuck the teacher. Like, you know, both Terry and Blade are pieces of shit students. Like, if I was the teacher and I saw that, I wouldn't be like, yeah, yeah, it's randomized, I better keep him as is. I'd be like, shit, I don't want to put the worst student with the second worst student, because they're both only just gonna bring each other down, you know? Um, I don't know. I guess it is just random, but it's whatever. Also, I will say, easily, hands down, the funniest episode of the series so far. I mean, you have just like the wacky villains with like just the mother and the two sons. You have like the egg plot, and Bruce is on his game, Terry's on his game, and like just not even the jokes, but like the setups are just really funny. I'll get more into that later. Um, but I also really like Howie and Nelson are really good fathers. It's just so funny because Howie, he like is like super protective about the kid and really worries about him. And then Nelson, you think it's like, oh, the dumb jock, he's gonna be really shitty with it, but no, he's like the one that's fully taking care of the kid because he made a deal with Max. She does his other homework like biology and algebra while he takes care of it. So they call each other. He calls himself the homemaker, and then Max is the breadwinner, which I just thought was funny. Um, how like both the males, just going off like the gender stereotype, are actually like really good father figures. But yeah, so it's also like I'm very mad at the teacher because she's like, okay, you have to feed it, you have to change it, you have to like just keep it safe, and that's all you have to do. Keep in mind those are her words, so they're all doing that pretty much just fine. Anyway, the next night, Terry he's about to go on patrol, and before he leaves his house, Blade drops off the kid, and she's like, "I have a date with such and such, and even though you've had him all day, I don't really care, so it's your problem. Bye." I'm like, "Damn, Blade, fuck you." So Terry has to bring along the Eggbaby with him, and Mom Mayhem and her sons they're stealing the second one, and um, he's getting there, but like the egg starts crying, and that alerts Ma to his presence, so she sends up the bulky son to go fight him, and he those two are at it for a little while, and eventually like Terry has to put the little guy in a dumpster, so he goes back to the roof and fights him, but they end up escaping off with the second ruby. And for whatever reason, in the middle of the fucking night, a dumpster comes in the middle of the street and almost like scoops it up. But then you have a really, really funny joke. Terry, he like lunges down into the trash can and like grabs the egg before they can like flip it over, and he just like shoots back out in the sky. And one of the guys in there, he's like, "Oh my god, did you see that? That was Batman." And the other guy, I swear, he had to see some shit because he was just like, guess he was hungry. Or something like that. It was just really funny. Like one guy in utter amazement, and the other one's just like, I've been on this job for 20 years. There's nothing I haven't seen. I'm just dead inside. um, so it's now the next night. It's for the set. It's a set of three. Um, so Bruce is anticipating her to hit that spot next, and it's kind of funny because Terry he's like, "Hey, can I like loan him off to you for a little while?" And Bruce is like, "No, absolutely not. I would rather you risk your life even more than me look after it, pretty much." So Terry, he goes to the building where the third ruby's at, and he puts the egg in a little safe spot on the roof, and then he goes down and tries to fight him, but during the fight, things kind of escalate. Terry gets knocked out a little bit. The three escape with the ruby, and then the three get to the roof, and the mom presses a button, and the place where Terry put the egg uncamouflages itself, and it's like a hidden car, which he put it in the truck, the bed of their car. So they all get out of there and escape with the egg, while Terry is just like left in the dust. So Bruce he helps him out. He's like, hey, listen, it's an electronic egg. When it makes a crying sound, the Batwing can detect the electronic signals it's laying out. All you just have to do is find that frequency and scope out the city, and you'll eventually find it. So Terry's doing that. Meanwhile, back at their hideout, the egg it starts crying, and the sons are like, I don't know what to do with this. And another really great joke. Ma's like, give it here. So you're like, oh, that's sweet. Her paternal instincts are kicking in. And she's like, it kind of reminds me of when you two were young. Throw it off the side. I was just like, God damn. It's so good. This episode, it's so funny. It's genuinely so funny. Um, so the one son, even though he's reluctant, he throws it off the side, but Batman rescues it, and then ensue another car chase. But not Barry, Terry, he like takes out the engine and forces them to land, and he throws a gas bomb down and like starts taking them out one by one, and eventually it's just him versus Ma, and he like makes her drop her purse with the rubies and whatnot, and she tries to jump after it, and he uses a bat rope to just catch her from falling and whatnot. So all the bad guys are caught, the egg is safe and sound, and then at the end it really pisses me off because the teacher's like, "Oh man, I couldn't help but notice you. All of you just done an okay job. Like pretty much everybody's gotten a C in this class." And then Howie, he makes a great question. He's like, "What are you talking about? We fed it, we changed it, we helped it sleep, we burped it. Like we did everything you asked. What's missing?" And she's like, "Well, babies need stimulation, and the only person who stimulated the baby from our scans was Terry and Blade." And I'm just like, "Girl, that is a fake baby, and you said nothing about stimulation." Yes, I know, and they probably know babies need stimulation, but if that's not part of the project, guess what? They probably shouldn't be expected to do it. They shouldn't be expected to read between the lines. Like, this is an absolute shit tier teacher. Like, she is on tenure and she is coasting. Like, oh man, that teacher made me so mad. And it's just like, also the fact that Blade had no comeuppance at all for it, like it's just aggravating, just so aggravating. But all in all, really good episode, really solid episode, really funny episode. I can't stress that enough. It is a very, very funny episode. But rating wise, I gotta say, I'm nixing everything between a 5 and 1 because it's really good. I had a lot of fun with this episode, so I'm between a 6 and a 7. Um, Blade pissed me off a lot, but the episode wouldn't really happen without her being a piece of shit, so that's whatever. But at the same time, it is kind of a little infuriating. She didn't have one comeuppance. She just got a free A just because of Terry. I'm trying to think what else I didn't really like. I thought the son was going to go a little more, like the nerdy one had like a little more to do with it, but that's whatever. You know, I'll give it a 6 out of 7. Still a very respectable score. Really good job. Really good stuff. But yeah, that was the Eggbaby. So, yeah, bye bye.